Hello everyone, this is Eldestsaint from Pot of Creed, here to give you the update on the Frognarch deck that I posted a few days ago. I think it was about a week ago actually. Anyway, won't waste much time and we'll just go straight into this. Last time I told you guys it was the first time I was playing Lads, and the more I tested it, the more I love this guy. He frequently either stalls out long enough for me to get some other things set up, or he's just busted out to push for game. It's probably one of my favorite cards in this deck. I've seen a lot of people run him at 3, but 2's working decently well. I might start testing with 3 soon, but I'm having a little bit of trouble with the deck build as is, just trying to get my monsters more consistently and everything. I'd like it to be sped up a little bit, but you can't get everything you ask for, obviously. Standard, triple Caius, no need to go into that one. I'm sure everybody that plays this, or has played a Monarch deck, uses Caius. I mean, he's the best one out of the whole bunch. I run 3 Ryza now. Actually, I just teched in the 3rd one today. I was running 3 Treeborn, and dropped 1 for Ryza because I'm seeing myself needing a little bit more control, and he's incredibly helpful. I've been having a lot of problems with Dracosac and a few other cards on DevPro lately, and he and Caius have been my answer for them every time. I actually made a Merlantian title deck rage quit earlier. I blasted his Dracosac back to the extra deck, and then next turn he busted it out again. Well, you know, I busted out Caius and removed it from play. I think it was on turn 5 when he quit. I no longer run Vanity Ruler. I've seen exactly how much of a pain it was when your opponent was able to get it onto their side of the field, so I started running 2 Vanity Fiends. At first, I didn't like this card due to the fact that it stops my special summoning and slows my tributing down, but I've been mainly using him as a beat stick, just long enough until I draw another Monarch in order to bust it out. That way I can go back into my engine. It's mainly for a staller. I've teched in 1 Jinzo. I'm not for sure if I was running this the last deck build I uploaded, but back row is a little bit heavier than I like, especially in my local meta. We've got a kid who is currently working on a Utopia style deck, and honestly it's mainly just a warrior toolbox that goes into Utopia Ray V, and I'm running 1 Bing Hong. The card is actually in there right now. Like I said, I'm extremely paranoid about backfield. I have a Dark Dusk Spirit sided. That way, anytime I feel like the swarming is just a bit much, I can always just tech it in and replace it. For right now, the deck has got a decent amount of monster control. Not as much as I'd like, but well enough. And this guy right here is my backfield clear. That right there is mainly for backup. Okay, we'll go straight into my frog engine now. Okay, we'll just start off with Treeborn. I'm running double Treeborn. There has been a lot of times that I've had 3 in the graveyard when I was testing 3. 2 is working incredibly well. I'm not going to complain about that. I'm still kind of iffy on whether to bump him up or not, but I guess I'll test it for a few more days and see exactly what's going to happen here. Stand right here. I have found an incredible love for Swap Frog. A lot of people says this is the best card in the deck, and I can agree. You drop a Treeborn out of the hand, discard it, special summon him, toss to the graveyard Ronin Totem, and then just sit back and special summon your next turn. It's giving me enough tribute fodder. If I'm able to get Lad in my hand first or second turn, and I'm able to get this guy on the field at least once in order to either pitch him or to pitch him in Ronin, I've been set every time. Go straight into Lad for pressure. By the time they're done wasting resources in order to get Lad off the field, or by the time I've decided that I no longer need him, I've already got my I already got games set up in my hand and waiting. Yeah. I run double dupe. I'm iffy on him right now. He's not tested very well. I've not really had much reason to use him. But if anything more, he is easy to pitch to the graveyard for Ronin fodder. He stays on the field if attacked and face down defense position, which helps me out. It's for easy for gotchi, and the card's not that bad. I mainly like him because he's Ronin fodder. You ditch him with sorry about that. That was my cell phone going off, but yeah, it's mainly Ronin fodder, and then I'm running 2 Ronin Totems. I've thought about dropping 1 for a Treeborn Frog, but 2 Ronin Totems is really good because if they were to, I was playing a Chaos Lightsworn earlier today, and they ended up getting rid of one of my Treeborns, and the other was stuck in my hand. Ronin came in and actually helped me out a whole lot because he was ditched earlier on for swap. So I'm liking him at 2 right now. Now we'll go straight into my generic tuners. I've not been able to get my hands on an Effect Veiler. Or Effect Veilers, my bad. So what I'm doing right now is I've been testing in running 2 Attack Gainer. You would not believe how well this guy is. Most of the time your opponent will try any way in the world to stop it. If you're able to get out a decent synchro or any synchro really, if you got 1 card on the field and this in your Treeborn, you go straight into Formula, and if you got Ronin, Des, you go straight into Underworld Fire. It's nice. He helps you out quite a bit, and he's the best thing I could think of besides a Veiler. And now we'll go into my hand traps. I'm running 3 Battle Fader. He's a saving grace most of the time. It's honestly, it's pretty simple why I'm running him. I'm running 2 Trag. You can't really go wrong with Trag. Single Gores. And I'm running double Max C. I'm still missing, like, not getting much draw power out of this card. I know it's because I lack experience with it, but I keep working with it and keep failing. I'm not taking it out because it does have the potential to be used really, really well, but I'm just missing my calls. That's plain and simple. It's completely my fault on that one. And now we'll go over my spells and traps. 1 Dark Hole. It's the only staple left out of the, 1-for-1s. So, I'm talking about 1-for-1s. 1-for-1. Pitch it to the graveyard to bust out your Attack Gainer to go straight into Formula, or pitch something to the graveyard in order to bust out your Treeborn early game if you're not able to get swap or set it. It's actually incredibly useful. I'm running double MST. Like I said, I'm terrified of back row. I play a meta that absolutely just loves to sit there and blow stuff up. Since compulsory, solemn, and all that's been hit, it's not been as bad, but it's still slightly aggravating. I've cited a 3rd MST, though I don't think I'll be using it a whole lot. I've actually thought about dropping it down to 1 and bumping this back up to 3. I'm running 2 Soul Exchanges. Have to skip your battle phase, but you contribute your opponent's monster for the summoning. He helps out with Lad. He helps out with about anything. And thanks to this card right here, I've learned to absolutely love my standby phase. I'm running 3 enemy controllers. Beforehand, I didn't really see how it and Treeborn, I understood that it and Treeborn worked well together, but now that I can go into, a 5-minute long standby phase thanks to this stuff, it's ridiculous, and I absolutely love it. My extra deck, got it here. Okay, I'm running One number 83 Galaxy Queen. I just got her the other day in a trade, and since my extra deck is not at 15, I figured why not. I doubt there'll be many times that I'm actually able to use her, but I assume that it'd be alright in case my formula is already in the grave and I'm needing something else. So I'm running triple. Gotcha. He's helped out a lot so far. He helped me stall out. I've stalled quite a few turns with him in order to try to get my setup going again, or to wait until I get a Monarch so I can begin running over my opponent's monsters. He's really just teched in here for when you're needing the extra defense and you can't seem to get it. The fact that he stays on the field longer than, you know, your 2000 defense Ronin Duke Frog's kind of nice. I'm running 3 Slacker Magician. I called her, I think, like Lazy Alchemist or something last video. Mess up on my part. But this card's actually pretty okay. You only really bust it out with Battle Fader and Treeborn, because normally I'm going to be using my gainer to go straight for formula. But it does decent and leaves the field a little bit over. That's my lower levels. For my higher level exils, I'm running 1 Photon Strike Bouncer. I'd like to buff him up to 2, but as of right now, 1 is all I've got. I'm running 1 TG Hyper Librarian. He's going to be in here for draw power. Any way I can get him out is perfectly fine by me. I'm running 1 Black Rose, 1 Stardust. Like I said, these guys are staples for the extra deck. I run them half the time when I'm not even able to bust them out. And the 2 synchros I'll probably be going into most is my Formula Synchron. Draw a card and able to use him for synchro summoning everything. Attack Gainer's effect works. Drops my opponent's monster's attack by 1,000, and then I go probably be going straight into him. He just came out in the Light of Judgment, and it's Underworld Fighter Balmung. Read his effect here to you guys. When this card is destroyed by a card effect and sent to the graveyard, you can target 1 level 4 or lower monster from your graveyard except this card, special summon that target. He is here to recycle my attack gainer or to bust back out my Formula Synchron. That's basically his main usage. Is if I go into him, I've probably got my opponent's monster down 1,000. A 2,300 beater that quick is really nice. And when he's blown up, be able to bust this guy back out, or to be able to bust this little guy right here out, is an incredible bonus just because it lets me go straight into another synchro monster. As far as siding cards go, I'm not really siding a whole lot at this point. It's mainly just little extras. Like I said, I'm siding 1 Dark Dusk Spirit for the Fing Hong switch out. I'm siding 2 Book of Life. A boy in my local meta runs a zombie mill, and Zombie World does a whole lot to mess this deck up. The no tributes and such. I'm running siding 1 Messenger of Peace. A stall. There's some games that you're just not able to get your stuff quick enough, and hopefully this right here will work. I've not really seen any time that I've needed to use it so far though. 2 DD Crow, because it's DD Crow. It, you know, gets rid of pretty much anything you want it to as long as it's engraved. You know, my 3rd MST and my 3rd Soul Exchange, according to if I need them. Kind of new to side decking if you can't tell, but that's all, guys. This has been Eldestsaint from Pot of Creed, and thank you for watching. If you guys got any comments or critiques, you know, message down here. Just leave a comment and hit subscribe and check out some of our other videos. See ya.